Hello, everyone. I'm Jake McFarlane here for Hive Magazine, and I'm very, very honoured and very happy to be joined by Bemz here today for an interview. Bemz, how are you getting on, lad?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Thank you very much for having me on, eh?
100%, man. Buzzing to have you here. So, on Friday, you're capping off your Headline UK tour at SWG3 here in Glasgow, one of the bigger venues in Glasgow. How does that feel, getting such a big venue in Glasgow for this tour?
Mate, it's crazy, man, because so when you think about it, like 2 years ago, I was only like, no, I guess about 2, 3 years ago, mate, I wasn't even in a position to even be dreaming about 100 tickets, never mind now going for 500 in Glasgow. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but I'm very, very grateful to be in this position, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I first heard your name personally when you were out with the Snuts, and it kind of felt like all the Scottish music from all over punk, rap, like pop, everything. It felt like everyone had your back there. What was that like going out with bands from like all over Scottish music, and how did that really help you like grow?
It was crazy, was good because, you know, I never really knew how it was gonna go. It
Hmm.
was either gonna be good or they were gonna, can I swear?
Yeah, yeah, go for it, mate. Fire.
Or they were gonna fucking hate me, mate. Do you know what I mean? It was either one of the two, innit? It was like it was either gonna be taken well or be terrible, and see from the moment of going out there, it was just love. And obviously, see when you get a call sign from such a big band
Hmm.
in Scotland, it's as if it kind of like lets the punters know that you're the decent guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Snots are such down to earth, humbled, really, really good guys that if they said that I was a good guy, then I must have been a good guy. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so see, just seeing people just kind of just take me in and accept me and accept my sound, it was very, very heartwarming.
Yeah, because as well was it there was like a a live performance at Elephant made the deluxe on their last record.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it went from just opening to them to doing an Elephant remix to doing a Feel Good Inc. remix to Elephants making it on the record. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Because I never got a ticket for that tour, but I just kept seeing the videos, and I kept seeing like videos of you specifically, and I was like, this you know, what I mean, I just kind of one of those ones I kind of had to check it out.
Yeah, it was
So
crazy, bro.
I guess off the back of that, I think personally for me, kind of having my ear to the ground with a lot of the music going on in Scotland, a lot of scenes in Glasgow, you kind of seem to be the one making the most buzz right now about not just Glasgow but in most of Scotland. How's that feel? What do you think? Do you react to that?
Um, you know, it feels good. It feels good, but also in that case, I also see a problem in that as well. Do you know what I mean? The fact that there's such a massive scene and massive talent here, but there's only one person in the position to be making that buzz. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But at the end of the day, God has given me this opportunity, and the people in Scotland have taken to me. So I guess I just have to use this opportunity to shine the light on others in my area and in my scene and in my genre. Do you know what I mean? But it feels good. It feels great, and long may it continue.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, sort of like you said, with just with everyone taking you in and sort of all across the spectrum, you can kind of see that with the lineup you've set up for this show coming up on Friday. Talk to us a little bit about that and who you got on.
So yeah, it starts off with Dictator. Now, Dictator, as people know, I've obviously got a song with him, but our
Hmm.
relationship came organic just through Twitter. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just both obviously having a love and acknowledgement for good music, regardless of whatever genre it was. So it just felt like the right time to kind of like make this happen. And Lemaya is obviously a young person who's been killing it in her field,
Yeah.
building a solid
Lamaya actually about what 2 years ago nearly became my girlfriend's flatmate. Like just missed it on
that's
like a
crazy.
yeah. I think she was saying I think she's looking at grabbing a ticket and coming out because she was like I never
That's
knew who Lamaya
crazy.
was supporting. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, yeah. And what's called and Lemaya's one is a full circle thing for me as well because I obviously I knew her dad as well. Do you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
so yeah, it was great. And then Pence for me, he was just a young rapper from Edinburgh who I thought was really, really good. And I felt if I could be in a position was going to support him in front of, up to 500 people so they can hear his sound, then why not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and that was really kind of it.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess one last note on the show. You mentioned on Twitter you're bringing a live band. How do you think that's going to change your performance and the energy around it, if at all?
Um, it's if I said it wasn't going to change it, I would be lying to you. Do you know what I
Mm,
mean? Like, it's not going to change the way I perform, but it
yeah.
will change the way the overall sound
Mm,
sounds, and it will change the way it looks visually as well. You know, I'm really, really looking forward to the challenge. I think it's the next step for my music career. You know, and being able to, bring in up to 500 people in like like the fee and everything is going up as well. You know, like for my ticket, it's only right that I deliver something that is bigger. Do you know what I mean? And sounds better as well. Do you know what I mean? I
yeah.
think the groove that you're gonna feel on the evening is gonna be different because it's not just a sonically programmed sound. You know,
Mm,
there's a lot of just human feels to it, human mistakes, human groove, human everything. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's going to make for a really, really exciting show, do you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very excited to see. I'll pretty much all the songs how they sound with that, but I think Zidane is going to be as that man. That's just such a that's just one of those ones. I just walk about the house and I'm like, or walking to work and I'm just in it,
Yeah,
just feeling
so
myself so
that's
hard,
good.
man.
The down with a live band sounds crazy. I can't lie.
I'm so excited.
I can't
Uh,
lie.
yeah, another big day this weekend. Obviously, we've got the Old Firm coming up. Talk to us about obviously Jota on the wing with Ellie Dixon, and then Jota obviously seeing it and showing love. What was that like for you?
Mate, it was crazy, man, because like it was all just for a bit of banter, innit? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like at the end of the day, it's like obviously I'm a rapper and all that, but I am just like a Celtic fan. Do you know what I mean? Like that was just really it, you know? And when I seen that, I was like, oh, I wonder if she'll let me let's get on it. And obviously, like things never went the way that I actually wanted it to go. So it just
mm,
led to me just doing a duet on TikTok. And
yeah,
I actually wasn't gonna put it out, because like I say, it was just for banter. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
And yeah, I didn't think it was gonna blow up the way it blew up, And Jota seeing it and texting me and then doing the stuff for like Sky Sports. Yeah, it was just crazy. Just, to me as Bemz, it's like, oh, whoa, great. But to me as like the fan, it's
yeah,
like, Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like this is mental. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it just feels crazy, But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I guess as well on top of that, it's very obvious that you've got a good relationship with like not just Celtic players but Celtic themselves. I know you were brought out and did some stuff around the stadium in January. How does that feel to you? Kind of not just with like Celtic putting on you as an artist, but like for you as a fan of Celtic, how does that feel to be in a position to have a relationship with the club?
It feels amazing. Do you know what I mean? What's good, like I say, it's something that I never dreamt was going to be possibly possible. Do you know what I mean? But
Mm,
you know, the opportunity again, and the way it came, it wasn't like say it came on a planned and strategic um move. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It like it was organic. Do you know what I mean? It was literally like just for me, just wearing Celtic tops to go play gigs, like what I usually do. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So like, see, just now being there and being in a place where the club recognizes me, it's great, and it's just one of those things. Long may it continue, but at the same time, you know, I've just got to enjoy it while it lasts.
yeah, definitely. So I guess one of the last things we'll touch on is Nova's Dad. Absolutely fantastic record. I loved it front to back.
Thank you.
It was genuinely one of the better releases this year, in my opinion. And one thing I did love about it is no two songs feel the same. I think there's a lot of experimentation with you and your sound in that, and it's quite clear you're trying to grow out and expand. How hard of a decision was that to make and to sort of not necessarily like not play it safe, but switch it up a bit?
Um, Easy. And the reason I say that isn't because of me, is because of the people that I have working around me on those records. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I kind of feel like I have the easy job here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like see when I've got like solid, like I won't even call them producers. Yeah, they are producers, but first things first, they're my friends,
hmm.
who really understand me and understand like the type of artist I'm trying to be. When I come into a studio session and they've got like beats like We Move and
Yeah,
Snowfall and all that stuff sitting there,
yeah,
it's just easy. Does that make sense?
yeah. No, no, I get you.
like they make my life so easy.
I think as
It
well,
was
like
to the
working
point
with
where the
people.
only thing I had to struggle with was a concept. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the concept was very, very, you know, easy because again, and the reason I say this is because like my music is very much a self-reflection of who I am, you know. And over the last 2 years, the greatest thing that's happened in my life was becoming a father. And I haven't really like explored into that. You know, I haven't
Mm.
really in my sound, you know, obviously I made like 26 and stuff, but like I haven't actually like dove into that topic and how I felt about becoming a father and the sadness of like, you know, being in the position that I am with my daughter and like not always being around her and everything like that, you know.
Yeah.
So it just gave me an opportunity to just let out a lot of frustrations and a lot of of you know internal battles that I was facing, you know.
Mm.
And like I say now, when I come into a studio session and they're making beats like Sweetest Girl, that makes it so easy to be able to express that, you know, or getting beats for like Little Lady, that makes it so easy to express that towards my daughter, or Praise to the Lord, that kind of makes it easy for me to show gratitude for where I'm at, you know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, you know, I can sit here and take all the credit, you know, but I really want to use this opportunity to give a big like thank you to Stephen Simpson, Axel, Femi, you know, and like Kwame and that as well, you know.
Yeah. Definitely. I think as well, like as you say, if the people around you sort of in your team and in your circle see the vision and know what you're trying to be and know where you're trying to get to, it sort of takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. It's just they know what's going on and they're like willing to get there.
Yeah, and see because I trust them so much,
Mm.
when they bring a beat that I think is alternate to who I am, I don't even question it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I know you guys know me. I know and I trust you. Do you know what I mean? And the outcome has been nothing short of amazing, if I say so myself. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, I think the album was absolutely fantastic. I can't stop listening to it. So
Thank you.
just before we go, we talked about yourself being sort of one of the most exciting artists in Scotland. Who in the Scottish scene have you got your eye on, and who are some people that everyone watching this should definitely keep an eye out for? Apart from obviously the three incredible artists you've got coming on Friday.
Yeah. There's plenty. There's there's plenty. If I was supposed to start listing, it would be a long list. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's just because, and the reason I say that is because I keep my ears on the ground for like a wide range of music, not just like hip hop. Do you know what I mean?
mm.
Like, there's a young producer in Edinburgh called Jamin the Dream, like Jamin, and he's making for me probably one of the greatest electronic sounds of music that I've heard in a long time in Scotland. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And he's just a 20-year-old boy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so definitely him. Within the rap side of things, you know, there's like guys in Edinburgh like Jad, there's like AD3, there's Washington, there's Kiko. Um, yeah, like mate, honestly, I could sit here
yeah.
and give you a long list,
So yeah, so
you
very
know,
healthy scene up
and
here.
like the indie side, there's like the Big Day, there's like Uninvited, there's like the Cantoons, there's like Polyamo, there's like just so many artists right now that I'm keeping my ears on
Yeah.
because the talent is just unbelievable in Scotland right now, you know?
Yeah, I think all those names you listed are, you know, absolutely fantastic. Parliamo, especially, they're one of the bands that I absolutely love. Anyway, man, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for sitting and
No,
chopping
thank
it up
you.
with me. I'm
Thank you
not
very much.
entirely sure when we'll be able to get this out. If it goes out
Yeah.
before Friday, get your tickets for Bemz at SWG3. If it doesn't, I already know you'll have missed a class show, and keep your eyes out for the next tour. Thank you, Bemz. Thank you
Love
so
for
much
that.
for chatting,
Thank you
chopping it up
very
with me.
much, bro. Thank you.